the following Presidential Football League. Please welcome your defending NFC East champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. A moment he will remember forever. His first game as a head coach in the National Football League. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And he returns this to the 22. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He doesn't expect this year to be any different.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, he can be alone to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Great. 180.
A first down carry for Barkley. A strong running. They had the huge play last
In the cutback lane, on each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the
This is 2nd and 8.
Come on. Hit. Grab ball 80. Ready.
Now Barkley. Rolling to his right. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
27-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out, hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's on his way. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. Left side to Lamb. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple. Partner, you always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And out now come the Eagles. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. He was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
180.
On third down, Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. This one swung out to Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Now Dak on the option left. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 3. Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And again, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Prescott sacked. A loss of 4 yards.
Prescott down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down, Cowboys.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Out right, he finds Tolbert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Prescott to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
52-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
That's interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. 1 play, touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, Prescott. His throw incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The season is underway up there in Philadelphia. What an opening weekend we have in store. Chiefs, Chargers tomorrow in Brazil. Then Sunday, the debut of our new halftime show. And we're all looking forward to the big Sunday night game as well, the rematch of a divisional round playoff game from last year. Ravens, Bills, 8:20 Eastern from Orchard Park. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, good move. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it's going to help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Oh, fighting off the defender. To the 43, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. On the return, Jackson. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Hurts. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
That's good.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off Week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And the defense has it covered. intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvie and Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. It's Pickens. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Cowboys.
They go with Bloom between the tackles. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. He gets away from one. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On first down, it's Blue. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
180.
It's Barkley on the counter. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Forced out to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get. Third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Trimmer. Silver, set.
Up the middle with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll go to Barkley again. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Trimmer.
They go play action with Hurts. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Micah Parsons now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 10, 2:23 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Prescott.
The 24-yard line.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Now Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Now Dak. Before getting this inside the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
of 7 yards.
To throw, Prescott. Being chased. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Dak. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Oh, that one well designed as they'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here's Hurts to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Let's do this together, H-Town! Here are your
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's a return from the 7. Jukes out a one-stop. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Well, here... the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. We'll have to pause now as they tend to an injured player, and that appears to be Joe Mixon, who they're looking at. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kicked out by Levante David. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They bring a tight end in motion right. Once again, Irving. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3, 3rd down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Right back to Irving now. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, here's Baker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Putting a receiver in motion. Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. They pick up the block inside the 40. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick. Let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
Now begin with a run by Mixon. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
They'll run the draw with Chubb. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Stroud completes it quick. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. The Buccaneers add another DB. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun now for Stroud. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will get them on the board. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. That's Evans making the catch outright. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
On the give, this is Irving. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running with it. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Hits him on the out route. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on first down. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Baker now from the gun. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. Play not developing as they'd hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Grab the throw on first down. Throw down, and it's intercepted. Christian is in with the INT.
That's now 2, Kate, that they got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be perfect. But you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's the give to Irving. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there. Driving dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They motion a receiver left. Throwing on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So here he is, getting his 2nd field goal look of the half. His only previous one thus far was blocked. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throw on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans with a chance to break this tie.
43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
On the quick, right?
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Now it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Stroud. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Devontae Davis. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know, there's a flag on the play. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield now, blitz coming. Evans brings in the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Tampa spends its second timeout now.
Brings up second down at the 50-yard line.
Slot man motioned over. From the gun, Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on third down. Mayfield now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Wow, huge mental mistake here. Makes the fair catch at the 3. They're going to be backed up against their own goal line as a result. The Texans offense getting one final possession before halftime. Backed up this far and with such little time left, Brock, you gotta imagine they're just gonna kneel this out. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Devontae Davis. And the Buccaneers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After the sack, they're left third and goal now from the 13. In motion left is Evans. Mayfield now on third and goal. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. This from 30 yards out. The kick by McLaughlin is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. So yes, indeed, that is being confirmed, partner. They just said no to the penalty. What's going on?
I tell you what, Kate, if they don't want the 3 yards, you and I know 31 other offenses in the league who'd be happy to take them right now.
No doubt about that. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Buccaneers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Only time left for one more more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Don't forget, the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. The kick by McLaughlin is good, and that'll double their lead to 6. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. What a first 2 weeks of the season it's been. Lots to get you caught up on. Here we go. Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The Vikings at home to take on the Falcons. And it's Sam Howell. He had it working every which way. This, a rushing touchdown. He also had 3 passing touchdowns. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they host the Denver Broncos. And it's the tight end, Adam Troutman. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. The Broncos are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And this is the former UCLA Bruin, Zach Charbonnet. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Seahawks get a second straight win.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
Here's Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They'll send out the punting unit. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
They'll run this with Irving. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Brought in left side by Godwin. And they get there. That last call not sitting well with D'Amico Ryans. He's going to make them review it.
Is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football. And that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
So not only do they not get the result that they wanted, but they're going to lose what could be a very valuable timeout too. Irving here from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Got his target. It's Otten. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. Third down. Mayfield set to pass. Got a man. This is Evans. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. All right, set now. 1st and 10.
And the Buccaneer first down.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Nico Ryan's doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Stroud from the pistol. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. Baker now off to play fake. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Slot man in motion left. Throwing again is Baker. Finds him over the middle. Has some room to work. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. Well, Brock, we knew they were calling.
It is one of the most intimidating environments in all of sport. And with a war drum beating, the crowd has begun its battle cry here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Shifts by him at the 25. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
To about the 33-yard line. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Oh, the sneak gets Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home. But now things get a little bit tougher. Confidence with them when they head out on the road.
You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you can't have enough. You still feel paralyzed about since friends is having kids. And what's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a life with no love?
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Offense.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on, will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area, and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
Hurts.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up the first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now to throw. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now here's Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Kansas City Chiefs.
They go play action. Now Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Pacheco. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Way through contact. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll look to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Back in, then touch the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back inbounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Gets past one man. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's got his target. That's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jordan Davis collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in the second half as we are about to get underway. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up first and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Nifty move. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 on the Kansas City first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Call it a gain of a yard. And it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
In motion, the tight end, Kelce. It's complete to Brown, right side. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's third and 4 now.
Brings up third and 4.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And now the Eagles going to... This one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people...
Folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Texans sideline, head coach D'Amico Ryans. His guys fell short last week after a victory in the opener. Then on the other side, you've got Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Hoping to get rid of that interception bug. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
This is Mixon on the draw. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. You look at this Jaguar defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. His throw here is incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season where he only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach, Liam Cohen, can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 15 carries, 59 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Texans.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Texans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. On the delay, it's Mixon. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
A long stretch over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Henry To'oTo'o got in there behind the line of scrimmage that time. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here's the 24.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's complete to Dill. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 10.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Here we go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
2nd and 9.
On the click, right?
Stroud off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Move those chains.
Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 15 yards brings up 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Dell here. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here goes Stroud again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 4-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
That is incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the 2nd half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Hey, run!
Lawrence on the sneak. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Takes it to about the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end.
48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
That's good for another Jaguars.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Mixing up the middle. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time.
For the Texans.
Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 40 yards there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now Lawrence. To the sideline and incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's returnable now for Smith. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
First down, Houston.
Here we go, let's go.
A draw play for Mixon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. But the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 38 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a fourth-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. A beautiful fake. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So Stroud and the Texans down 10-7. A minute 4 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Finding Schultz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Here's Stroud. Dumps it off to Mixon.